Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar on unlocking your next career advancement. I'm truly excited to see many professionals who are willing and eager to take control of their next career journey. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen a colleague get promoted and thought to yourself, why them and not me? Or maybe you've put in exceptional work for months, perhaps years, but somehow you seem to get stuck while others move forward. If this is you, you are in the right place. The frustrating reality is that there is an entire landscape of unwritten rules and expectations that many professionals are never aware of. But today, I'm going to pull back the curtain on some of these hidden rules that might be holding you back, and then give you actionable strategies for you to position yourself for that next advancement opportunity you're looking for. Now, let's dive into the first critical area, the blind spots that might be preventing you from advancing. The most dangerous obstacles and the ones you don't see coming. In my 15 years of working with corporates and 5 years of coaching high-performing professionals, I've identified 4 blind spots, primarily that prevent qualified people from getting that promotion opportunity they deserve. Number 1 is wrong perception. You might believe that your value is obvious, that your work speaks for itself. I used to think that way too. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Your perception about your value rarely aligns with what your manager thinks or what the organization perceives about you. I worked with Sarah, a senior analyst at a Fortune 500 company. She consistently delivered exceptional reports for 3 years. Her reports were insightful, valuable, and she never missed a deadline. Yet, in those 3 years, she remained stuck in the same position, while others were promoted. Turns out that while she focused on execution excellence, management was looking for strategic thinkers and problem identifiers. Once we realigned her values, she got that promotion within the first half of the year. Number 2, the relationship deficit. Listen, many professionals underestimate how relationships can play a vital role in their career advancement journey. I'm not talking about office politics or favoritism. I'm talking about strategic relationship building. Consider this. In a report of 3,000 promotion decisions, many managers, in fact, over 62% of managers admitted that relationship capital played a vital role in their decision-making process. Let me ask you this. Are you constantly connecting with cross-functional leaders? Do major decision makers know your name and your contributions to the organization? If not, you're operating with a significant disadvantage. Number 3 is skills misalignment. You might be currently excelling at a skill that your company just doesn't value as highly in the role that you are targeting. Listen, not all skills are equal. There are skills that directly impact your company's bottom line. Those are the skills you should target to measure in. I once worked with David, a marketing specialist, who excelled so much in perfecting campaign copies. He was so good. But his leadership was looking for someone who could document properly customer journey mapping and conversion optimization in the senior role that he was targeting. Your current excellence in that skill might be relevant in the role you're targeting. The fourth blind spot is what I call the invisible criteria. Every organization has invisible criteria of what promotion ready looks like. And these things are rarely found in job descriptions, but they form the basis on who gets the promotion and who doesn't. Things like how you handle conflicts, how you influence without authority, how you represent your department to outside stakeholders, how you can simplify complex information for executive consumption. To overcome these blind spots, you need to take 3 immediate actions. First, map out a perception audit. Ask your manager and trusted colleagues how they perceive your strengths and growth areas. That will give you a perfect picture of how they see you in the office. Secondly, map out your promotion path. Look at people that have been recently promoted to that role or something similar that you're targeting, and analyze the behaviors, the relationships, the skills that preceded that promotion. And then thirdly, gather more information. Meet the people in that role or similar roles and ask them which skills, experiences, relationships that were most valuable to that promotion journey. Remember, what got you here won't get you there. The skills and approaches that got you success in your current role are often completely different from what you will need for your next role. Now that we've uncovered these blind spots, let's talk about how to strategically increase your visibility without feeling like you're promoting yourself. If you're like most of my clients and many people I know, the thought of putting yourself out there might make you cringe. We are taught that hard work speaks for itself, that humility is a virtue, and self-promotion is distasteful. But here is the real truth. In today's complex organizations with hybrid and remote teams, highly busy managers, and competing priorities, your excellent work might go unnoticed if you don't strategically highlight them. The good news is there are ways you can increase your visibility that feels valuable and authentic without feeling boastful and self-serving. Let me share a simple 3-step framework that has helped hundreds of my clients increase their organizational visibility without compromising their values. First, strategic contribution. Instead of just doing your assigned work well, look for high visibility projects and initiatives that align with your company's priorities. That reminds me of Michael, a software developer who volunteered to lead a cross-functional team to address a customer's pain point that the CEO had mentioned in a meeting. Though he meant additional work, but that project put him in direct contact with senior leaders and demonstrated his contribution and his alignment to company's priorities. Ask yourself, what keeps my manager and senior leaders up at night? Then find ways to address those challenges. Number 2, value-based connections. Build relationships by offering value first. Never go into a networking session with the aim of personal gain. Always have this mindset: how can I help? This might mean offering an article that will be helpful to a colleague in another department, offering your contributions to a challenging project to someone, or connecting 2 people whose contributions can benefit each other. Janice, who is a financial analyst, was telling me how she noticed that the marketing team was struggling with their return on investment calculations. She just offered a simple template and a 30-minute tutorial to get them through that calculation. That started a relationship with that department that later helped her in her promotion pursuit that needed cross-department collaborations. Let me give you a pro tip. Schedule at least one value-based connection meeting every week. At the end of 1 year, you would have connected with 50 people across your organization, and these connections are highly value-based, so they will appreciate you. Third is strategic communication. This is where most professionals fall short. Strategic communication means communicating your impact and your value, and not just the activities that you undertook. Instead of sending status reports on the activities that you've engaged in, frame your communication around the value and the impact that you brought into those activities. For instance, instead of saying completed customer analysis report on schedule, now say this: identified 3 customer segments with 40% retention potential, which creates an opportunity for increased revenue of $2.1 million. This is more than a status report, my friend. There are 3 ways you can implement this. First, your weekly emails. Send a brief bullet point email to your manager highlighting your accomplishments for the week and their business impact. Don't fail to make that connection, because that's what actually brings out your value. How much is it making for the company, or how much money are you saving for the company? That's what counts, right? Make it 3 to 5 points maximum. Second, in team meetings, don't just give status reports. No, you are missing an opportunity there. Highlight challenges you encountered, maybe in the project, and how you were able to resolve it with your team. This highlights your problem-solving abilities and your strategic thinking. Don't forget, leaders are also in these meetings, so you are strategically passing a message. The third is what I call the question technique. Instead of just highlighting your accomplishments, ask for input on the next steps. For instance, I just completed the analysis, which shows that we can save 15% on total costs if we apply this approach. I'm thinking of presenting it to the finance team, but I don't know the best way to frame it. What do you think? You might be talking to your team, you might be talking to your manager while you highlight it like this. This highlights your contribution and then seeking for collaboration at the same time. Remember, visibility isn't about self-promotion. It's about ensuring your contributions are connected to company's priorities and communicated in terms of their impact. The key to making this comfortable for you is authenticity. When your visibility efforts are channeled towards organizational goal instead of personal recognition, they won't feel like bragging. Using this framework, you will increase your visibility while maintaining your authenticity, and then building a reputation as someone who constantly delivers meaningful results. Now, let's address one of the most common misconceptions about career advancement: the belief that being excellent at your current role automatically qualifies you for promotion. This is what I call the performance promotion gap, and it trips up even the most talented professionals. Think about it this way: the skills that make you successful in your current role are often completely different from the skills that you will need to excel in your next role. Yet, most of us focus exclusively on excelling at our current role, and yet you wonder why that perfect performance review did not translate into promotion. To understand this better, I'll break down what I call the 3 levels of professional performance. Level 1 is task execution. This is doing your assigned work effectively and efficiently. It's about following processes, meeting deadlines, delivering quality outputs. This is the barest minimum required of any professional. The second level is role mastery. At this level, you've mastered your current position. You can anticipate problems, improve processes, and consistently exceed expectations. Most high performers operate at this level, and they believe it's enough to qualify them for a promotion. But here's the critical insight. Excellence at level 2 only proves that you're great at your current role. It doesn't demonstrate readiness for the next role. Level 3 is next level demonstration. This is where promotion decisions are actually made. At this level, you're already performing aspects of the role above you, demonstrating the skills, the mindset, and the impact needed at that level. Let me share a quick story with you. Emily was a brilliant marketing specialist who organized the best marketing campaigns in her team. Her attention to detail was impeccable. And then her marketing genius, it was always top notch. I was wowed with her performance. But you see, she was operating at role 2 mastery. After 2 years, she came to me frustrated. She couldn't understand why she would be so excellent and still not get the promotion. Common problem, right? When we analyzed the director role that she was eyeing, we discovered that it needed someone who can do strategic market analysis, cross-functional leadership, and budgetary management, none of which she was demonstrating in her current role. So we had to look for opportunities for her to take on projects that will give her the opportunity to analyze market trends, take on cross-departmental initiatives, and then propose quarterly budget allocations for that project. Within 6 months of operating in this current role, demonstrating these 3 skills, she got her promotion. So how do you identify these next level skills? Here's my 3-step process. First, study the job above yours. Review the job description. Study the people in that role. Review the responsibilities and the decisions they make. What problems are they solving that your current role doesn't? 2, analyze recent promotions. Look at your colleagues that were recently promoted to your target position. What specific capacities were they demonstrating before that promotion came? Third, schedule a meeting with your manager, explicitly focused on promotion readiness. Ask questions like, what are the capabilities I will need to develop to be considered for the senior manager's role? Can you help me identify the current gaps between my performance at my current role and the skills I will need to demonstrate to be considered for that next role? One of the powerful strategies I share with my clients is the 30-70 rule. Spend 70% of your energy demonstrating excellence at your current role, and then consciously allocate 30% to demonstrating next level readiness. This might mean taking on projects, strategic projects that involve thinking at that next level, volunteering for cross-functional leadership opportunities, developing and presenting solutions to problems that are typically addressed at that next level, and then volunteering for projects that bring you into closer proximity with decision makers at that level. Remember, you don't need permission to operate at level 3. Look for opportunities in your current role to demonstrate thinking readiness for that next level. Instead of just executing a marketing campaign, propose strategic changes to targeted market segments based on market analysis. Instead of just managing your project effectively, develop a framework that allows the entire team to manage different projects effectively. Instead of just solving that technical problem, document the process and frame it into a training resource. Hand it over to HR for the entire organization by deliberately demonstrating these next level capacities. You are not just telling the organization you're ready for promotion, you are showing them. Now that we've covered the crucial difference between job excellence and promotion readiness, let's move into the final session, which is how to have promotion conversations that actually gets you results. Most career professionals approach promotion conversations reactively. They are waiting for annual reviews or hoping that their manager will take notice of their contributions. But the most successful career navigators take a more proactive and strategic approach to these conversations. I'll give you 3 conversation frameworks because effective promotion discussions is not a single event, but a series of strategic conversations. First is the alignment discussion. This conversation should take place well before you even expect a promotion, ideally between 6 to 9 months in advance. The goal is to create a crystal clear alignment between your career aspirations and your manager's expectations. The questions you should address are: 1. What are the capabilities I need to demonstrate to be considered as promotion ready? 2. How will success be measured for this potential promotion? And thirdly, what is the reasonable timeline that should be allotted when I demonstrate these capabilities to get this promotion? Nicole, a client in financial services, used this discussion to find out that what she thought was important for her promotion, which was technical expertise, was secondary to what was important to her manager, which was client relationship and strategic planning. These insights immediately redirected our focus to pay attention to activities that really matter for our promotion advancement. Conversation 2 is the progress check-in. Halfway to your target timeline, you should schedule a follow-up conversation with your manager, specifically targeted to promotion readiness. Go with this summary. 1. The capabilities that you've been developing. Secondly, evidence and examples. I can't stress this enough. Evidence and examples of where you've demonstrated these capabilities. The impact of these contributions on the team and the entire company. And then areas where you're still developing and your plan to address all the gaps. This conversation serves 2 purposes. First, it keeps your promotion journey visible to your manager. And then secondly, course correction. If you're taking a wrong path, you'll be corrected before the target deadline. The third conversation is the readiness discussion. When you believe that you've met and demonstrated the agreed upon capabilities, then it's time for the formal readiness discussion. This is not just your regular one-on-one with your manager. Approach it as a dedicated meeting, a business case presentation for your promotion. With these details: first, clear evidence of how you've demonstrated and exceeded the agreed upon capabilities. Second, quantifiable results, measurable results, and clear examples of the impact of these capabilities on the team. And third, why you should be promoted, what the company benefits by promoting you to that senior role. Remember, the goal is to make your promotion an obvious thing, an obvious affair, based on data and evidence, not just emotional appeal. Throughout this process, maintain what I call the promotion portfolio. It's documented evidence of your achievements, your capabilities, and your impacts on the team. This portfolio should contain quantifiable results and impacts. 2. clear evidence of next level capabilities in action. 3. Feedbacks from colleagues, especially cross-functional colleagues and departmental heads. And then 3, how your work has aligned and actually furthered organizational goals and targets. This documentation is invaluable during promotion discussions, during performance reviews, and even when unexpectedly meeting with senior leaders who can influence promotion discussions. We are wrapping up shortly, and I have a gift for you if you stay till the end. Now that we've talked about the barriers that might be hindering your career promotion and advancement, let me bring to your notice something that is more often less talked about, but it determines the foundation of all your results: your mindsets. I have been a professional for many years, and I've worked with countless professionals. I've worked with different teams, and I've taught this principle to at least 100 people. But each time I've seen two different sets of results. The same information, two different sets of results. The first group are those that get this information, run with it, and within 6 to 12 months, they've recreated the life that they actually desired. They've gotten the promotion and the recognition they've missed for years. The second group are those that get the information and immediately are skeptical about it. They say this doesn't work, even though they haven't tried it. So they never take action. And therefore, their result remains the same. They are still complaining about their managers. They are still complaining about how badly the company is treating them, even though they can do something about it. The second group are those that get the information and actually start running with it with enthusiasm, but they lose steam on the way. So they never get to recreate the life that they actually desire. I've often wondered, what's the difference between these two sets of results? One is completely successful and the other is still complaining, even though having access to the same material. It's your mindset. It's the way you think and approach life. And this approach is deeper than surface level reasoning. It subtly runs your life and determines your results from your background. And that's why I've created the course, Mindset Shifts, especially for you. Now listen, this is not about surface level affirmation and meditation. No. This goes deeper into your subconscious mind to uncover why you behave the way you do, why you approach life the way you do. What are the factors that have shaped this approach that is now running your life? And then, how can you recreate the life that you truly desire? This goes deep to rewire you for success. I have seen many talented people moving around in circles because they don't know how to create a clear path for their own success. I want to put an end to that. And that's why I'm putting this material in your hands. I've also added many other benefits to ensure that you have a rich experience creating your way to success. Even though my team thinks I'm mad that I'm overdoing it. The first edition is a one-on-one live session with me. After going through this course, you'll have the opportunity to sit with me in a one-on-one live class where we sit down to first identify your success barriers and then craft a customized path for your own success. It's one thing to go through a course and get the general principles, yet it's another thing to have a customized process that tailors it to your own success. And that is what I'll be sitting down to do with you to ensure that the successes we've seen in others will recreate it for you. Secondly, I will give you a copy of my book, How to Survive in a Difficult Economy. I often cringe when I see professionals who have been working for several years suddenly lose their jobs. And within months of losing their jobs, they are already in financial trouble. What have you been doing for several years that have been working? This book will help you to create wealth while you're still working and create a buffer of financial reservoir that you can always draw from, whether you're employed or not. Layoffs are real and it can happen to anybody. But the effects of the layoffs is different for different people, depending on what you do now. Third and fourth, I'll be putting in your hands two very important guides. Define your purpose guide and create your values guide. These two resources are so important because I've seen many people who are unhappy and dissatisfied with their jobs. The job is perfect, the working environment is good, the salary is good, but yet there is a disconnect from their inside. Something still doesn't feel right. And that's because your job is not yet aligned with your life's purpose and values. Real job satisfaction comes when your job is aligned to your life's purpose, when you know you're contributing to a greater good. This material will help you to align your job with your life's purpose and your values, so you can work and enjoy your journey of success. Fifth, you have the opportunity to join a network of other professionals. See, sometimes you give up, not because you're not smart or because you're not dedicated, no, but because you're in the wrong crowd. This group will give you the opportunity to connect with other professionals, expand opportunities, share values, and then celebrate your success stories. You can't really put a price tag on this. Sixth, you will join an elite group of people who receives weekly career guidance directly from me. Your career journey will become faster towards success when you learn to avoid mistakes and learn to spot opportunities where others see failure. This weekly guidance will move you faster towards success. Number 7 is continuous support. My desire is to ensure that you succeed quicker and faster because you came in contact with me. And that's why I'm making this support available, so that we can work alongside you as we recreate your success story together. So let's recap. You'll be getting in total your Mindset Shift Mastery course, which currently costs $500. Secondly, you'll have the opportunity to sit with me in a one-on-one class where we tailor strategies for you. My one-on-one sessions currently cost $300. I know it's going to change in a few months as my team is reviewing my price. Third, you are going to get how to survive in a difficult economy so that you can start creating your financial freedom story by yourself. And then fourth, you will get define your values guide and define your purpose guide, so that when you get this success, you'll be fulfilled in it. Success is one thing, fulfillment is yet another. This guide is going to align and marry the two for you. And then you will join a network of professionals where you can connect, share ideas, and be in the right crowd as you create your own story. Sixth, you will have the opportunity to join an elite group that receives career guidance from me every week. And then finally, you'll have continuous support from our team as we work with you on this journey of success. Just for the sake of calculation, all of this is more than $1,500. But relax, you won't be getting it for that price. In fact, you won't be getting it for $1,000. In fact, just to make it better, you'll be getting it for $500. And my team thinks I'm mad. That's because I want to get this across to many people, as many as possible. I'm tired of the complaints. You're going to get all of this for just $200 for only a limited time, for as long as I'm able to hold my team down. So the price is going to change. Be sure it's going to change very soon. So while you have the opportunity, take it now. Click the link below or check in the descriptions. I understand you might be thinking, will this course actually help me overcome my limiting beliefs? Will this be the investment that finally moves the needle for me? Well, here's what I know for sure. This program has helped hundreds of professionals just like you to transform their mindset and achieve results they once thought impossible. But I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to experience it yourself. So here is what I'm offering. I'm giving you a 2 weeks unbreakable guarantee. Immerse yourself in this program. Apply the strategies. Go through the exercises. Participate in the community. And for 14 days, if you don't feel a profound shift in the way you approach challenges and opportunities in your life, simply inform me and I'll refund your investment 100%. No questions asked, no explanations needed. And here's what makes this truly risk-free. You get to keep all the course materials that you have received. No questions asked. The recordings, the workbooks, the resources, they are all yours to keep. That means one of two things will either happen to you. First, you will get to experience the mindset transformation you've been seeking all along and have tools that will help you your entire life, not just in this course. Second, you get a complete refund of your investment and then access to valuable resources that can help you down the road. Either way, you win. That's how confident I am in the power of this program to change your life and deliver your dreams to you. If you're ready to transform your mindset and unlock your true potentials, click the link below now and join us. I'm going to send you a copy of your career advancement guide. Whether you're in your early career stages, mid-level, senior level, or advanced career stages, this guide is going to help you pay attention to what really matters at every stage of your journey and why you delegate the rest. Please ensure you get this course while it's still $200. Please. I'm not guaranteeing it will stay the same even tomorrow. Do it now while I can still hold my team down. I will see you on the other side.